going on YouTube? Jesse, Doolittle Garage here. Another video I showed y'all where we got the motors back together, and indeed we did. This one's all the way back together now. Heads are torqued down. I'm going to probably leave it that way. This intake's real dirty. I'm going to clean it up. Shout out to a buddy of mine. Thanks for getting it to me. I had one, but it had the EGR and stuff on it, and I just wanted to do away with that stuff. This thing's just kind of sitting on there for right now. I'm probably going to leave it like that until I get it in the truck. Don't want to break the intake or anything like that with a chain hoist. This one, we've got one head torqued down. He's put the exhaust manifolds on there just to get a nice, good picture look at it here. This weekend, we will have this motor back together and back in the 70 C10. Still waiting on that head gasket. He's got it. But like I said, it'll be back together this weekend. We brought the square body in here. It was sitting out here underneath the lean-to where now the 72 is. But we brought it in here we were thinking we were going to have to take the bed off of it and to run fuel lines or whatnot, because this is a dual tank truck, left and right. And I was trying to figure out how I was going to do the fuel lines with the pump. I've wasted money. I spent money on a in-tank pump for just the driver's side. And, well, that's not going to do me any good, because after talking to a couple people, just my stupidity and not even thinking about it, the switchover valve is outside the tank. So to get this thing 100% right, like it would be, like it was from the factory, since this is an all original truck. Yes, I'm the only one molesting it, but hey, it'll make it reliable and it'll give it more power than the little 305 that's in it. Because like I said, I plan on going AC and everything back on this truck. But with the valve being outside the tank, I would have to buy 2 sending units, have to run a return line, which I'm going to have to do that anyhow, and probably get a switchover valve to electronically control the pumps that I was going to be putting in the tanks off of like a 87 model, because that was the first year of fuel injection on the square bodies. And I was going to have to put all that in there and spend more money there. So I bought the sending unit, and then I bought a Walbro 255 pump to go in it. And like I said, that's kind of money wasted. I can hold on to the pump in case something happens to the Camaro pump. I can just replace it in the sender. So I'll probably hold on to it and just count it money lost. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to buy a inline pump to put in front, or just in front of the switchover valve, and just leave that alone. It'll pull from either tank. This truck actually does have a return line on it, which is kind of weird for this model. So it has the mechanical fuel pump, but instead of it having 2 ports, it has 3. It has the far left is the supply line from the tank to the pump. Then the far right is the supply from the pump to the carb. And then the middle one is a return, from my understanding. And then we have the vent that goes to the evap canister over here, which I'll probably just take the evap canister out and run this rubber hose down and just under the core support here, or tuck it up somewhere with a filter on the end of it, just to get this can out of here, because this is where I plan on mounting my computer. And then I'm going to be mounting my fuse block probably up here, or somewhere in this area is where all that stuff's going to go. So we have that figured out. Hopefully, like I said, I can put the pump in front of the switchover valve, run the return back, and I think the switchover valve also controls which tank it returns to. So if I'm running off the driver's side tank, it'll return to the driver's side tank. If I'm running off the passenger side tank, it'll return to the passenger side tank, since the pump on the block is after that valve anyhow. So, hoping I can get that figured out and get that done. I've got in my shopping cart right now a Boss Hog torque converter and an external trans cooler. I'm going to run my trans lines, one into the radiator, then one out of the radiator to the trans cooler, out of the trans cooler, back to the transmission. So, like I said, I got that in the cart right now, just waiting to punch the gun on ordering it. I'm going to go ahead and add the fuel pump probably to it, make a list of fittings. So, I mean, I just like getting all my ducks in a row. That way I can make one purchase instead of a bunch of small purchases and you know, having it show up in my bank statement over and over and over again. I just like to see one time, wham, bam, try to be done with it. So that's where we're at with the square body. We might pull the motor out of it this weekend and mock this one up in it. And, you know, we'll go from there. I do plan on running manifolds for right now. I'm not going to do headers for right this minute. But the real reason to making this video is we got a surprise. We have brought another one home, guys. We have brought another C10 truck home. It is an 85 Silverado, short wheelbase, black, and this is it. So it's black, like I said. It's got the 10-inch wide chrome Corvette rallies all the way around it. It's got brand new tires on it. It's got brand new exhaust already ran under the truck. It is a single tank truck. I think it's a repaint, but it's still in pretty good condition. Yep, it's a repaint. So the truck was factory blue, or at least the cab was. I'm guessing it was the whole truck. It don't really look like this truck was messed with too much. But like I said, it's got the rallies all the way around it, new tires all the way around it. Has new upper and lower control arms. Lowers are tubular CPP. Let's see. Yep, CPP. New bushings, upper and lower. New ball joints, upper and lower. Might throw new tie rod ends on it. But the boots don't look to be busted, and they don't look real greasy. So they may be new. They just might have been replaced before the A-arms were. Like I said, new exhaust ran on the truck. That one's hanging down just because the motor that's in it isn't the factory motor. But yeah, she's in pretty good condition. Like I said, it's not the factory motor that come in the truck. Oh Lord. Somebody threw this old motor in here. It may run, it may not, we don't know. Don't exactly know what motor we're putting in here yet. But yeah, this is going to be another truck that's going to be featured on the channel. Y'all are going to be able to see this one get put back together, built, cleaned up, all that stuff. Interior is actually pretty good on this truck. Again, the rallies with the new Cooper Cobras all the way around it. They're probably a 275/60. Let's see here. They are... Yes, they are 275/60 all the way around. I pretty much know those tires the way they look from the back of my hand. She sits pretty good. I'm going to flip the phone so y'all can get a good picture of it. But it's factory headliner truck. It's got the sliding back window. Doors open and close good. I mean, I don't know what else you could ask for. Interior's, you know, I mean, that's a 30-something-year-old truck. Oh, it come with an aluminum radiator, the shroud, seats in beautiful condition. Don't know if it's a recover or not. I would probably say not. Somebody tried to do their own little touch with some speakers. Little Alpine amp. Don't know if any of this stuff works. Like I said, we just got this truck home last night. One of the good things is somebody took the liberty of keeping the dash covered up with cardboard, and it is not hurt at all, guys. Not hurt at all. Does need a windshield, but that dash is just like, man, because as y'all know, hey, the dash in my square body, my 86, my GMC is cracked up a bit, but hey, most of them are, so it's almost expected. Like I said, it is a factory headliner truck. I mean, it's still kind of tucked up there a little tight, but it's definitely aged. But that's it. I don't know if there's anything in the bed. No, just some stuff. It does have the plastic bed liner in it. Has a brand new sway bar for the front. It's got this big gaudy ugly bumper on the back of it that we do not like, but hey, it's got a bumper on it. We're probably going to put a chrome trim piece back on here. It's got the holes in it already, so instead of just letting these holes eventually rot out, we'll probably put the plate back on it that says Chevy or some Silverado or whatever. But that liner's probably helped the bed, protected it some. Well, somebody put screws in it to hold that bed liner down, so there will be little holes from that. But aside from that, it shouldn't be too hurt. Cab corners are great. I mean, that is solid. Rockers are solid. The bottom of the doors are solid. Inside solid. I mean, it's just a solid truck. It's got an external trans cooler. This side solid as well. Doors pretty solid. You can see where it's sagging a little bit and dragging. Oh yeah, she's gonna need door pins, but hey, I mean, it shuts good. So, but yeah, I mean, she's pretty clean. That nobody really. It's got new shocks up front. Haven't crawled underneath it to see what transmission it's got in it, but I'm guessing turbo 350. And the paint really isn't bad, guys. It really isn't bad. I mean, let's see what we can get out of it right here. I'm a little hard waxing on it, and it'll turn out pretty good. Oh yeah. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about it. Just to let y'all know, we have another truck that'll be coming to y'all through the channel. If y'all want to watch this truck get worked on, and you know, just us go through it, maybe put a motor. We've talked about putting the 400 that's supposed to go in the Malibu, putting it in it just to get it running. We may, once I do the LS swap on the square body, take this 305 out of it and get it going. And that even put AC back on the truck, because I have all the stuff here for the AC. So it's really just, you know, it's just whichever way we want to go with it. But yeah, if y'all have any ideas for the truck and which way we should go with it, comment in the video or go to our Facebook page, Doolittle Garage, and you know, throw us a message on there or something like that. And y'all just like and subscribe to these videos or this channel, and we'll keep on bringing it to y'all, man. Thank y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day.